Got original 1953 Chevrolet Bel Air radio. When we started on this one, it was huge. We took off a great big chunk. This is going in the car. It's got air evaporators right above here. We had to cut it down and build a shorter case on it. And we repolished all the push buttons, repolished the face. This is his bullet knobs to mount his car. And we've done a full Aurora Design conversion on it. Got the original light in the background. It used to fit right up in top. We had to put it down. We want nothing up here. It's just slick as a button. Full Aurora Design conversion. It now has AM FM stereo. 4 channels out, 45 watts a channel. It's got a pre-out on it if you want to add a sub. It's got auxiliary in, which is automatic. That means you can plug anything into it. Satellite radio, XM radio, CD players, your phone, iPod. As soon as you turn it on, it automatically transfers over and starts playing. You got a little operating LED over here. We had to put these LEDs way out because of the needle. The shape of the needle so it won't interfere with them.
That guitar tone like no other.
It has a USB port. This is your harness you'll be getting. You can put this in a round hole, or you can mount it, or you can actually hide it in the glove box. A lot of people do that, and I'll show you why. Because you can operate everything from the face of the radio or with this push button that comes with it. The radio will also scan your stations. I'll demonstrate that for you. It's got a voice ID because you got an AM radio, but now you're on FM. It has a Bluetooth, voice command, voice assistance, hand-free phone calls. It's just fully loaded. Right now you're on FM.
They were made at home. Like
got all the push buttons going, presets.
well as a locking degrees 7 to month.
We found some back knobs for your toner and this, and they kind of match. They look pretty good. It's up to you. This is the old bezel that I had here off another radio. We just put it on there so you can see what it looks like. If you want to go to AM radio, all you do is just simply turn the unit off and right back on. The light turns to red. Now you're on AM.
The ink on your hands, and I used to.
Ain't a lot on AM right now. We're getting a big rain cloud here right now.
Have all my change, and I would go
off and right back on. Takes you right back to FM stereo.
Here is one of
Got a good sound to it. Nice and clear. Small case, that's what you wanted. That's how your AM FM works. We're gonna put it in the scanning mode and let it scan a few stations. Let's back it up a little bit. Alright, all you do is take your tuning knob and turn it up twice. She'll tell you when you get there. 1, 2.
Scanning for stations.
Now it's gonna start scanning stations without the needle moving. I'm gonna show you how to lock on a station, even find it if you want to preset it.
Coming down to the final moment of a hugely generous, really, $5,000.
Up on a balancing right now and try to flip. I would hurt myself. I
Excuse
feel
me.
like anybody in the world can be trained
Good old Tennessee
physically
weather.
for an Olympic event. You can.
They've met religion, but they've never met Jesus.
Still scanning.
They've never been broken.
You notice the little LED over here is kind of flashing. That means it's in the scanning mode. We'll let it go another station. I'll show you how to lock on it and even find it.
You're around it. You
We need some music.
Now, state of California has a choice. One is to build a lot of clinics.
Say we like that station there, all we do is turn the knob one time.
Station hold.
Now it'll lock on that station and hold it, or if you want to find it, it will go quiet till you find that station. There it is. Pull out a preset, you got it. Now a lot of people don't know how the presets work on this. You can't get them out just pulling straight out. You got to move them over to the side. Pull it over a little bit and it'll come out that side. So let's save that one. There we are, we got it saved. We'll go right back to it. So I always pull them over and out. That's the way they work.
Let's take it back to the day on 92Q.
It's coming.
All right, we're gonna do auxiliary in. You'll get a male-to-male cord like this that comes with it, and you can take your device. Of course, it's got so many options. Sometimes you might have somebody get in your car and want you to hear something. That'd be the only time I know I'd use it. Bring your device up, and all you do is hit play. Little light went to green, automatically changed over.
See if you can spot this one.
Now anytime you're on auxiliary in, you want to go back to radio, you just take that one device and just turn it off. If you don't touch the radio in 20 seconds, it'll automatically change back over. If you want to go quicker during that 20 seconds, just turn it off and right back on like you're cycling from AM to FM. It will remember where you're at. We're going to let it automatically do it, make sure everything's working right. Because like I said, we've done a lot of stuff to it. Automatically changed over, back on FM. That's how your auxiliary in works. You're scanning and all that. Now we're going to show you how, if you hook up one speaker, you won't have no stereo light, it'll all go to mono. If you hook up two speakers, you'll have balance built in your toner control and the stereo light. Three or more, you'll have balance and fader and stereo light. And this is how you work it. We're wide open trouble. We're going to back it up just a little bit. And we're going to go into fader first. We're going to go clockwise like a 12-2 motion. 1, 2. And she's going to tell you she's there. Once you get it faded, after she tells you you're in the fader, adjust. As long as you're moving that, it'll stay in that mode till you find what you want. Just stop, let her set it.
Fader adjust.
Alright, there's your rears, fronts. Let's balance it out. Alright, I like it right there. Let her set it.
Fader set.
Alright, let's do balance counterclockwise like a 12-10 motion.
Balance adjust.
Right side, left side. Let's balance it out. Let her set it.
Balance set.
Now you're back on treble and bass. That's how you set up 4 speakers. This radio does not require 12-volt consistent. No memory to change, no batteries to change, no memory you got to worry about. If you take your battery out of your car, put it back in there, it goes right back doing what we had doing. That's why I like this product. Now we're going to do our Bluetooth. We're going to do the initial pair up on it, and you want to bring your phone up to Bluetooth. And we're going to pair it up, let her help us, and you're going to do it too. It'll take your device, the first one, primary driver. It'll take up multiple devices, but it'll always pick number 1, so you want to do yours first. All you do is hold this button down.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
Showed up on her phone. All we got to do is tap on it. She'll tell us when it's done.
Pairing completed. Bluetooth connected.
Alright, we're connected up. You know your little button's lit up. You can hide this wherever you want to. You don't have to see it. Now we're going to do a voice command. It's set up so you do not have to have this phone in your hand to operate it. You can operate it from here or here. You have a built-in mic right behind this push button right here. And you get an extra mic in case your car is a little bit louder and you want to get it closer to you. You just plug it in where it says mic and move it over. So when you fire the radio up, this one goes offline, the other one comes online. We're going to check this out here. We're going to do a voice command. We're going to hold it down and bring the phone up. Play music. Alright, going to music on my phone. I'm going to open it up so you can see what we're doing. If you want to advance your songs, press the button one time. Twice to back up or repeat, depends on how long you're into the song. Or I can do it with the tuning knob. Turn it up. Turn it back. I can adjust it here. Now, we pushed the push button down and held it to bring our phone up. You can also do it with the volume knob. Go up twice. Phone call comes in, it'll override whatever the radio's doing. You can turn this up one click or press the button one time to answer your call and talk. When you're done, just let it hang up on its own. It'll go back to doing whatever you had the radio doing. Or you can hit this twice to end the call or turn the dial down one click. Let's do this to go back to phone. Up twice. Stop music. Put it in pause, right back to radio. That's how your Bluetooth and all work. Now the next test we got to do, we're going to shut it off. And we make sure that it finds the phone, since we paired that into the radio. You'll do the same thing, pair it one time, then every time you get in your car, unless you bought you a new phone, you'll have to repair it. It will find your phone for you. So all we do is turn it on, she'll come on there and say, it'll go to radio.
Bluetooth connected.
Now we're connected up. Now we're going to do the USB. You'll get a thumb drive with some music on it. The file is already built for you for music and the video. And as soon as you plug this in, the reason why I said you like to hide it, the only time you got to take this out, if you want to charge your devices, this will charge your phone, your devices, or play this or change it. So you can hide it. Plug it in, go straight to it. Now if we want to change the songs on the thumb drive, it operates just like the phone. Click it one time, we'll change it. Up one time, we'll change it. Back. Now that's how that works. Now we went up twice on the volume knob to put the phone back to the radio. We're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to hold it down 1 second, put this in pause, go back to radio. It's in pause, it'll cycle back to radio. Back on radio. You hold this down 1 second, bring your thumb drive right back up. Play. Depends on how long you're down, whether it goes the same song or not, because, you know, it's computer age. What can I say? Or we can do it with the volume knob. We went up twice to summons our phone up. Let's go down twice. Right back to thumb drive. Down twice. Right back to radio. Now another neat feature that I like, that's how you thumb drive, so you can just leave that in there. You don't have to do that. You can push this down 1 second, bring it up, work it here. You got multiple ways of working it. I like it. Another feature this radio has, it has voice ID. So we don't want to change the look of the radio. This is a 1953. We want to look this way with a Chevrolet emblem. We don't want to add FM channels to it because they didn't make one back then. You want to know where you're at on FM? Take the volume knob, turn it up 3 times.
Our signature
FM 89.5.
music, the
That's called voice ID. It'll tell you exactly where you're at.
sharing the bills. Tame the wind blew.
1, 2, 3.
FM 92.9.
It'll do that on AM and FM for you.
Starring Jane Mansfield.
So it's called voice ID.
You haven't seen this?
This is your original 1953 Chevrolet Bel Air, cut down to fit a car that's been retrofitted. It's got air and everything in it now, so we had to modify the case. But it's fully loaded, and I appreciate you letting me do it for you. Thank you.
Self-addressed